Jesus, one fish. Hey, there we go. This is a better one. This is a nice fish. That's gonna be a 20, buddy. Oh my God! Okay, I'm gonna get a temp. The temperature is gonna be fairly reasonable today, but it's been so cold. I think I'm gonna find a lot of ice, so I'm gonna have to look carefully. This is not gonna fish. So, like I've mentioned before, these streams do not freeze solid over all the time, and this will quickly disappear once it gets anywhere near 30 degrees. But that certainly is not gonna fish. And even this area here, which is usually free all the time, any time of year, we'll have to see what's going on here. And when I was here last, I could see trout right about where that ice is. And so unfortunately, what tends to happen on streams is that the deeper, slower sections are the first ones to get what we call shelf ice. But I'm betting this water is going to be about 32 degrees. So I won't be fishing here. But I was out and about, and so it's a good time to try to check on that. Give it one more run through. Yeah. So, because the water is moving, it actually sustains a temp lower than freezing. 31.5. So I'll have to find water that is better than that. That is ridiculous. I wouldn't even bother fishing in that. Again, I don't worry about the body temperatures. I worry about whether the fish are going to bite or not. And in my experience, you really need 36 or above to get a good solid bite. But we'll give it a chance. Also working here with the GoPro. And we will shoot in 4K 60 and a standard bit rate today and see how that goes. See you when I get on the water. Alright, so this spot down here, it's down low and it has a tributary pretty close. So even though it is a typical spot that I think would still be frozen, it's the least frozen section that I was looking at this place today. So I'll have to make an effort to get down here without killing myself. There are some big rocks here, and hopefully it's not too frozen. There's some shelf ice, but there's plenty of way through here. And so the rocks start and they're covered with snow. So this does not make it any easier. And we're in. Not too bad. Now, will a fish bite? That's a whole nother question, folks. I started off, I'll show you what I got here. I started off with this number 6 silver with a silver and silver specked tail. There's a fish. Oh, he got off. Shit. First fish hooked and he got off. There's a brown. brownie. Nice one too. Yeah. All right. And he's out. Whew. All right. So that's out of the way. Yeah, here's a nice 15-inch brown, it looks like. Ooh, come back here. Yeah, there's a nice brown. Beautiful fish. I'm gonna hold him in a couple different directions today just to be sure. Yeah, he's 15. Beautiful fish. Try to get it close up and we'll see how things go here with the GoPro. And there he goes. It's so cold today, I'm not going to bother with an underwater release. I'm not ready to mess around with that. But that is one of the... That fish is gone over there. That is one of the main reasons that I finally gave up on the Sony. There's really two reasons. One, the GoPro, their stabilization system, they call it Hyper Smooth, is now essentially perfected. And it really wasn't until the Hero 8 that they were even close to what Sony does with a physical device. The Sony's optical stabilization is physical spring-loaded lens, and the GoPro is digital. So GoPro crops, it sometimes has some artifacts when it stabilizes, but that was the first reason. And then the second reason is for the ability to put the camera directly underwater. You cannot do that with the Sony unless it's in a case, which is a pain. So I am not going to mess around with that today just because it's so damn cold. Okay, we got nice clear beep for when a battery goes out, and that is not indicative of short battery life there, because that battery I've had out on the tabletop for all different kinds of things I've been doing, trying to get myself familiarized with the... This looks like there should be a fish in it. I think there is no reason to come off a silver there, folks. So I think I'll go with that. Silver and a little bit bigger body. Let's see if they like that. We actually have the same exact lure. Maybe I'll try this. Panther Martin build. It's silver and black and green. Let's go with that. They like that one too. Another little brown. This guy's cooked well. Yeah, rambunctious little guy. Oh, I'll let him go. Lure is spinning nicely. Here's a brown. Look at him go. Well, we found the spot where the fish are hungry, folks. It's about a 10-inch brown. Pretty fish. And still not to what I thought was going to be the prime spot. There's a nice fish. Excellent. And this Penn reel, in the cold weather, its anti-reverse stops working right how it should. Oop, he's off. Here is another very nice brown, and he's hitting that 14 mark. Beautiful brown. There he goes. Could be another guy in there. They seem to like the black lure a lot. Yep, there's another one. Didn't even see him. See, and now the anti-reverse works. It's just that first initial hit where there's trouble with it. It's not off all the time. It's just that initial engagement. And I haven't gotten the reel wet. It's just a temperature thing for that dude. Another nice brown though. This guy has a real pretty color too. Beautiful 10-inch brown. Awesome fish. There's a fish at least. Looks like a brookie. What is it? Ah, just a pale brown, I think. Yeah. Just a pale brown. His head shaking a lot like a brookie does. All right, 2 fish. Here's a pretty fish. And again, I'm going to move around a little bit here, see if I can't get good exposure. There he goes. I don't know if this is a fish or not. It's a big one if it is. Oh yeah. Hey, ooh, we choked it. I'm gonna back up. Nice big brown. And this is the downside of summer fishing, or of winter fishing. Although he's hooked quite well, or quite easily. Yeah, he's out. Well, that may be a 20, folks. Do I have a January 20? Do I have a January 20? I think I do. So let's try and get a measure on this guy. Just an awesome big brown. That fish does in fact go. Oh, not quite. 19 and a half. 19 and a half, but that is a marvelous brown. 19 and a half. Big fat female. There she goes. Hoo-hoo-hoo! And now I've got to get my stuff back hooked up. Nice fish. There he is. Nice brown. Ooh. This guy got stuck bad. Not in the gills, but kind of just in the face and the eyeball. There you go, he's out. Oh, he is rambunctious. It's no worse for the wear, but that's a nice 12.5-inch brown. Pale. There he goes. Doesn't look like he's gonna hit again. Oh yes. Whoo-wee. Still it looks a hair on it. That's a beautiful orange fish though. Wow. Super orange in the belly. Well, this is turning into be quite the day, folks. I'm trying to remember when I've had a January this nice before. It's been a while. Get things set up here. That fish looks 19 too. Does not look 20. That fish goes exactly 19 on the dot. Oh, come back here, you. Easy does it. Easy does it. We want to get a picture, buddy. A fat 19. So a 19, a 19 and a half. What a day of fishing here on January. What is it, the 29th today? Beautiful fish. Fat one. And there it goes. That's the one I saw. I think we still could have another fish right here or two. I didn't even get to the back of the hole yet. There's a fish. It's a crazy day today. Nope. Just a little brown. I guess about 8. Oh, another big fish. All right, so there's a pretty good outing, folks. You know, really nice January afternoon, and the wind not so bad here. They were saying about 15-mile-an-hour winds, which they were saying about 15-mile-an-hour winds here, which makes for difficulty when trout angling with spin gear. But really today, weather was not an issue at all. I'm sweating. I got to walk back into the wind, back to the car, but what a day. A 19 and a half, a 19, several fish in that 15 to 12 range, and a scattering of small fish too. So really an awesome outing, and I couldn't have counted for any more on a January fish day. So thanks for watching Wisconsin Trout Fishing, and as always, happy fishing.